Okay, welcome back. This is Mr. Hassan's Maths channel, and this is now question number 2 from this IGCSE Cambridge paper 2 extended from May-June 2020. It's a paper 2-1, variant 1, and here we're asked to find the highest odd number that is a factor of 60 and a factor of 90. Okay, so factors of numbers are numbers which are less than those numbers. Okay, so what we need to do is think about finding all the factors of 60 and all the factors of 90, and then thinking about the highest common factor, okay, of those. So if we think about the factors of 60, well, we have 1 and we have 2 and 3 and we have 5 and we have 6, and we'll have 8 doesn't go into 60, no, there's 9, 10 goes into 60, 11, 12 goes into 65 times, and then we got 15 goes into 60, and we've got 18, 19, 20 goes into 60, 21, 22, 23, no, 30 goes into 60. Those are the factors of 60, all right? And the factors of 90, well, the highest one is going to be 15, I think, because 15 goes into 90 as well. So it must be 15. Okay, so that's how we can find it. That's by listing the numbers. I didn't have to list all of these because I know that, you know, all the ones that I list before 15, of course, won't be the highest one. So I can start from 15. 15 is the highest factor of 60 and 90. So the answer is going to be 15. We can also have done it in another way. We could have written down 60 as a product of its factors by basically splitting it up into you know, all of its factors. So you could, for example, say this is like say 20 times 3, and then split this up into, you can say 10 times 2. Just when you come to the prime factor, just circle it, and this is like 5 times 2. So you have 2 squared times 3 times 5. And for 90, you can split it up into, you can say, for example, 45 times 2. And then 45 splits up into, say, 3 times 15. And 15 splits up into 3 times 5. So we can say this is the same as 2 times 3 squared times 5. So if we look at the factor here, which is going to be an odd factor, it's going to be 15 again. That'll be the highest number, which is a factor. So this will be like 2 squared times 15. And this would be like 2 times 3 times 15. So, you know, this is going to be this will be the odd factor. Okay, this is the highest odd factor, which is going to be a factor of both 60 and 90. That's another way of doing it, all right? So that's, this is probably the way to do it when you've got really big numbers. Okay, if the numbers were really big and it's difficult for you to list them all, like even 90 gets a bit difficult to list all of them. But we could kind of work out that if that's the highest factor of 60, and it also goes into 90, it must be the highest of both of them, which is odd. But this is probably a more kind of systematic way of doing it, writing them as a product of their prime factors, and then you can see which one's going to give us the odd, you know, the highest odd one, because everything else is going to be multiplied by, if you multiply any of these by 2, okay, so if you have the odd number times the odd number, it's going to give you an odd, it's going to give you like an odd product. 3 times 5 is 15. All right, so this is 3 times 5 also gives you 15. But if you multiply any of them by 2, okay, you're going to end up getting an odd, an even number then. So it must be 15 is the highest odd number. That's a factor of 60 and also of 90. Okay, so that's end of question 2. Other questions from this paper can be found in the playlist that will appear in this area over here. Other questions to do with basic arithmetic. Okay, this will be under the arithmetic, basic arithmetic playlist, will be found in this playlist over here, and you can subscribe to the channel by clicking on this link. Thank you for watching, and see you soon.